Big congrats to Ryan Fox, who is featuring on the channel this week thanks to his win this past weekend at Royal Birkdale. Got his hands on the Claret Jug, his first major championship victory of his career. Today we're going to jump into showing you exactly how a swing is functional, despite certainly not being what you would term as textbook. So as we look at the setup position here, we can see one of the strongest grips on tour right here. Now, that influences some of what we see during the swing for sure. We also look at another key feature of Ryan's address position, and that is the extreme levels of flair with that lead foot. Now, this helps him get through the shot because he does have some limitations in that left angle. So again, a very purposeful flair, although it does look quite extreme to the eye. When we look at the setup from the down the line view, we can still see that there's a ton of flair even from this angle with that lead foot. And as you've seen from face on, that trail foot is in a much straighter position. And that is also influencing what we see during the backswing here. As we get things moving for Foxy, we see the lead arm have very little depth to it by this point. We can continue bringing him up to the top of the backswing. And we can see, if we look at the lower half here, very minimal amounts of change in the flex of the trail knee, which is something that would contribute to a player having an easier time of creating depth in the backswing, so the hands and the arms working deeper around the body. When those hips don't turn as much because that right knee is staying bent, the arms have no choice but to lift, which is again where we see the lack of depth. We draw a straight line down from the butt end of the grip, and again it's cutting through the middle of that alignment stick that he's got on the ground there. A lot of golfers would be aiming to get it at least somewhere into, if I use a different color, let's go blue here. A lot of players would be aiming to have it somewhere through the laces or maybe even towards the ankle or the heel. So again, this is far from textbook, but it is something that he makes quite functional because of what happens from this point onwards. As we continue to play things on, to get into the golf ball from that position, we need to see a lot of side bends, and we absolutely do see it. You can see for the down the line angle, we'll show you from face on, and you'll see an even better view of it. But that right arm gets in so close to the body, it's well below that lead arm by P5 in the golf swing, of lead arm level to the ground in the downswing. And that side bend is a move that he uses to try and get that club back into a playable position. If we bring him back to the top again, and you watch that side bend, helps to get the club into, as I say, a playable position a little bit shallower than it would have otherwise been. We can see that right knee kicking out here. A lot of golfers would look to have a downswing where there's going to be fairly minimal gap between the knees. Not that of Ryan Fox though. Again, we get him into impact, and this is a position that I wouldn't be advising very many golfers at all to be getting into. But when it comes to coaching, you've got to work backwards from what the ball flight is telling you. Is his strike, distance, and direction a concern? If not, then let's leave it alone. Let's look at this from face on as well here. We bring Ryan Fox back to top of the backswing, and you can see there's a little bit of bend at that lead arm. You can see he maintains a lot more flexion in his spine than most out on tour. And from here we see him drive hard into the downswing here. We can see that trail elbow get well below that lead arm. We can see just how narrow he is here on the way down that shaft, almost catching his neck or his head there on the way down. And you can see he's quite a strong guy to be able to make this move work. He does have that rugby player build to him, and it wouldn't surprise you to hear that he was a rugby player before he was a golfer. And you probably heard it on the TV commentary over the weekend. His dad actually played professional rugby for New Zealand. We look at him here at impact, the amount of side bends is very evident, and that's a response to that strong grip that you're seeing at address. When we look at him here, by the time his right arm reaches level to the ground, in the follow through, we almost see his right arm and the club shaft form one perfectly straight line. So for amateur golfers out there, if you're looking to take something simple away from Ryan Fox's golf swing, that you can try and apply into your own and have some success with. Trying to make this point here the widest points of your golf swing. This can certainly serve as a big help to a lot of people in terms of getting some predictability over their ball flight and improving their strike as well. We can see nice extension here from both arms as well. We continue to play things all the way on up into the finish. And as I said at the very start of the video, it's not a golf swing that you would term as being textbook, but it absolutely is a golf swing that you would term as being highly functional. If you enjoyed the insights shared in today's video and would like to receive personalized guidance from myself tailored to exactly what your swing needs, then you can reach out and connect with myself today, regardless of where you're based in the world. My name is Seán. I'm a PGA professional and I specialise in teaching the full swing, and I help golfers from all across the world who are serious about improving to transform their long game via an app called Skillist. So if you're new to the channel, first of all, you're very welcome. But if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll be well familiar with the fact that I mention Skillist in pretty much every video. It's the platform that I use for my online coaching, and you can access it directly from the App Store or simply hit the link that's attached underneath today's video in the description box. My most popular online coaching program on Skillist is my long game transformation program, where I teach golfers how to control their low points, how to add real distance into their game that allows them to be competitive, and thirdly, it's where I help them produce a predictable shot shape that they can rely on out on the golf course. So the primary focus of the program is to upgrade their strike, their distance, and their direction. If you'd like to receive a taster session before committing to that specific program or any of my other monthly programs that I offer, you can upload some swings. I have a one-time introductory offer of a free online swing analysis. It gives you the opportunity to see exactly how the platform works and see if online coaching is for you. You can also, when you're on my profile, check out a ton of testimonials from students that I've worked with from all across the world who have seen some serious success with their games. And again, it may be a new concept, so feel free to use the free analysis, check it out. And if you want to proceed from there, I'll be happy to guide you into which program is most appropriate to you relative to your goals. If you've enjoyed today's YouTube video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button along with the subscribe button. It really helps with the growth of the channel, and it also keeps you up to date and ensures that you won't miss out on any future content on the channel, of which there's loads due to be released very shortly.